everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shirley, also known as Backttalk, and I usually do anything Disney, but today we are on our last day of London. We are traveling from the city center of London over to Richmond because we are huge Ted Lasso fans. This is just in the morning, and then in the afternoon we're gonna do last minute things that we didn't get to do the rest of the trip. It's a very low-key kind of day, just wrapping things up. I hope you enjoy. Now let's hear all about it. We did stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott London Tower Bridge location. From there, it was just a bus and a train ride over to Richmond. It was very smooth to navigate. We were able to use our Apple Pay for all of it, and it was just short of an hour. It was also very nice to just travel with locals and see where they were going and just see how the city life is. So that was really nice. And then once we got here, it's about less than 5 minutes walk to get to the Richmond Green where a lot of the show was filmed. And then as you walk through the Richmond Green, you're gonna get over to the Richmond Court, or the Gold Courts, I believe they're called. This is where the Princess Head is, where they were at the pub scenes, or where there's a musician outside, or he talks to the girl who plays soccer, or all these different scenes from the show will come to your mind as soon as you get to this area. This area is very cute, a lot of local small shops. Some of them do hints or nudges at the show, of course, and again, you could spend a couple of hours here just exploring and buying little souvenirs here and there. We did make a reservation at the Princess Head, so that's where we actually headed over to. I read that they recommend making a reservation if you want to eat inside, just because it does get really busy later on. We did make a reservation as the earliest reservation as we could. I put on the notes that we wanted a Ted Lasso table because they only have like one section that's very decorated. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, but it was so empty that I was able to go in and just record the little bit of Ted Lasso merch, memorabilia, decorations that they had. So here is that picture of my brother, and then just pretty much the room that was decorated as Ted Lasso. From here we did order food. It was mostly like lunch type food, and it was good. I will say my chicken was very dry, but that's my fault for ordering chicken. I think I should have stuck to maybe like fish and chips or something more local. I think if I were to recommend this, I would recommend just getting a drink or a couple of drinks and just enjoying the bar as it is. I believe the fish and chips were fine, but my brother and husband said that they've had better during the trip. So yeah, overall really good experience, but just something noteworthy or worth noting. And then really nearby there is this Ted Lasso store that sells licensed merchandise. I'm not sure who owns this store. I don't know if it's local, I feel like it's owned by, is it Apple TV? I feel like it's owned by them and they sell the merch here. That's just the vibe that I got. The quality was okay. I did end up buying one of the sweatshirts and it's already kind of getting loose. I'm still happy with my purchase, but just something to be aware of when you're there. Make sure you're looking at the quality and the fabrics and all of that. The decorations here were A++. You felt like you were in a set of Ted Lasso, or you had just done a tour, and this is a souvenir shop at the end of the tour. So they did a really nice job decorating the store. We were able to get a couple of pins and stickers as souvenirs for other Ted Lasso fans in our lives. You're also able to take pictures. There's different places to take a photo up, and there was a little foosball table upstairs if you wanted to play a little bit of foosball. And of course the biscuits. You could buy these little biscuits as souvenirs or on the go, or you can eat them. Other stores also had these biscuits. I don't think it was this exact box, but I think it's really smart that other stores were also selling little biscuits, and they were fine. They were good. We've had better shortbread, but it's more for the box than the cookie. And the Chango empanadas are also right across I was gonna say a street, but I guess it is a street. It was pretty good. No complaints on this one. I enjoyed it, and I would probably get it again. From there we took another train, but this time we were starting to head back towards London. I mean, we are in London, but the city center part of London. Anyways, we did a quick stop over at the Stamford Bridge. That is the stadium that houses the Chelsea FC football team. This is my father-in-law's football team, so we wanted to go and get some souvenirs. You can do a complete tour of the stadium. I don't remember the price. I want to say over £30 per person to view the stadium, do a tour, get some pictures, and then of course you end up at the shop. Anyways, we just wanted to end up at the shop. My brother goes for the rival team, so he really had no interest. So this was as much as he could tolerate, really. But it was really nice and really easy to get here. There is a security person there to check bags, but that's about it. Everything else that you can just roam around a little bit. From there, we took another bus over to the Kensington, a really, really lovely hotel that I have no clue how much it costs per night. But we were here for afternoon tea. We did this very last minute, and this was one of the locations that just had an opening, and we said, yes, it's not that far, let's do it. And I'm really glad we did it. I believe it was about £65 per person, but totally worth it. We were here for a couple hours, and the service was amazing. They just kept coming back and checking if we needed more tea, making sure that we liked the tea to our preference. There was, of course, the tea treats, or I don't know what the proper name is, but you have the savory, then you have the like scones in the middle, and then the sweets on the very top. Overall, we really liked them. I think the sweets, they were trying to do fancy sweets. They were too fancy for us. They were a little too fancy, but they were still good, and I think we all decided that the savory was better than the sweet in this particular case. Overall, highly recommend. Everything was really nice. The service was great. Totally worth it. From there, we took another bus, and this time we were over at the Churchill Arms. If you're doing any research and probably how you landed on my video, you've probably seen the Churchill Arms in a lot of videos. It's really nice. We had a good time. It was kind of hard to find seats, but you're going to notice in London, a lot of people just drink outside, and for a good reason, because it's hot inside. We went in summer, so it was really hot inside. It's really nice. We had a good time going. If you're not in the area, I don't know if it's worth going out of your way to go see it, but it is very nice. From there, we were like ready to go home. We needed to pack, so we decided to do boat transportation this time. We were tired of trains and buses, so we decided to do a boat, and it just happened to be near the Pink Floyd album cover that my husband wanted to take a picture of, so it just worked out perfectly where we were able to do two things at once. We were able to do a boat tour and get a picture of the Pink Floyd album cover location. And then this was really easy as well to buy tickets. You can either pay for it right there as you're going in, or you can buy them online. We did buy them for the wrong day in a hurry, but they were okay. They didn't even, care that we bought it for the wrong day because we had tickets. There is, of course, inside a bunch of snacks that you can buy and drinks, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. As you can tell, people were running, including us. Well, we were quickly walking, just so you can get a nice little spot. And this is what I was referring to, that Pink Floyd cover album. If you are a Pink Floyd fan, it is there, and you could do both things. They're a really nice boat taxi ride that I would highly recommend. We headed over back to our hotel. We got some food, and then we just packed the night away. The next day, we were headed over to our flight flying out of Heathrow. It was really easy to get to the airport from our hotel. We walked to the train station, we took the Jubilee line, and then we followed the Elizabeth line pretty much all the way there. So really smooth. Again, you can pay with Apple Pay. You just tap your card in and tap your card out. Then you just follow the signs. Make sure you know which terminal you're going to. We were going to Terminal 3 because we were flying with Virgin Atlantic. So when you get out of the train station, you do have to go up into the terminal, and everything from there was really smooth, just like any other airline. You scan your confirmation number, your passport, you check in your bags, and then you are on your way to security. Everything was really smooth. Nothing was noteworthy, meaning everything is similar to any other flights that you have taken. The only noteworthy thing is that there is signs everywhere. Follow the signs. It's really easy. It would be really hard to get lost. Follow the people, follow the signs. Everything's perfectly labeled, and there are, of course, stores that you can spend the rest of your money before your flight. We also did the lounge experience. We have Chase Sapphire, and part of that is able to go into lounges, and this was one of them. It was really packed, and it was okay. I still think the one in Korea or the one in Boston are the best ones I've been to, but it was still a really nice experience. And from there, we were boarded. We did have reserved seats. My husband and and I, but the aisle or the middle seat was empty between us, so we actually got the whole row, which was really nice. Amenity wise, it's very similar to everything else. You get headphones. These ones are interesting because it's like the old school headphones versus like the little pods that you put in your ears. I think I prefer these better, honestly. I think it hurts less and I can tolerate them a little bit more. And then of course you have your regular tray table that has a half fold or a full fold. You have charging ports, blankets, pillows, and just all of the normal amenities. There are plenty of movies and entertainment on the little screen. So overall we liked it, nothing too different. I think the difference is all the snacks and food they give you. You are constantly eating. There was a little snack before lunch or dinner. I don't really know what this is. I always get confused on planes of, am I eating lunch? Am I eating dinner? But yeah, so this was really good. I liked the little yogurt. There was cheese and crackers and a salad. And then you had your actual meal, which was good. I ate the potatoes and the chicken. I still think that Asiana Airlines or Cathay Pacific had the best food I've had on a plane. Then there's another snack, which was like an apple juice popsicle. It was fine. I wish it was more sugary, but I guess it was good for what it is. So, and I like the idea of it. It's very entertaining. And then while I was watching Paddington Bear 3 or 4, I'm not really sure which one I'm on, they came out with these cheese toasties, which I really liked. I actually liked the caramel onions on there. And then it was tea time. So they brought out scones. They brought out savory sandwiches. I don't know if they brought out tea and I said no. I'm guessing so. But tea would be hard on a plane. I don't know if I said no. I can't remember. But this little box, of course, like I said, had savory. It had a little toffee. It had jam so that you can put on your little scone. Just a really nice, delightful snack. And again, you're just constantly eating or drinking. It's really nice. And we had landed from there. Overall, I would highly recommend Virgin Atlantic. There was no negative notes and nothing extra ordinary either. So yeah, I think my favorite part was obviously the tea time and how easy it was to just get into the airport. So definitely recommend. I hope you have enjoyed our London series. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see all our other trips that we have taken and I'm still editing, or that we are contemplating, thinking, and trying to manifest. I hope you have a magical day, and until next time, adios.